Hello and welcome. This is Chris Ann, and I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chris Ann. We are going to be making more journaling cards. This time we're going to be using a completely different technique than the last video that I made journaling cards in. I have comparable things that we're going to be using. So we are going to be covering some of this political junk mail that I got in the mail for the last month plus. I've already covered one side of it with a coffee stained paper. We are going to be using some rubber stamps. We are going to be using some stencils. We are going to be using all different types of stickers and ephemera. I have all of these fun things here ready, and then at the end we are going to be doing these tabs at the top. I made these tabs using a punch with flyers, just like a whole bunch of flyers that I got in the mail. I just sat there one day and created like a ton. There's a whole bunch in here. So we're going to be using these on our journaling cards as well. And we're going to be rounding the edges this time. I didn't round the edges last time on the last journaling cards that I made. I love to have a whole gigantic collection of journaling cards when I'm going to create a journal. I tuck journaling cards in, oh my gosh, everywhere within the journals that I'm making. So let's get cracking. So I have 3 types of paper, just like I did for the last one. So I've already covered one side with a coffee stained paper. This paper is a coffee stained paper that I have sprayed with a couple colors of Distress Oxide. So let's rip some of this. And when I'm ripping my papers, I love to make piles of just those ripped papers. Need be, I can make these smaller. The next paper I have is dictionary paper. This is a thinner weight. It is also small text. And I like dictionary paper. I love this edge right here. So I try and keep that, even though most of this is going to be layered and covered and, you know, all that fun stuff. And then this is book page that has larger print. It is a thicker paper. Let's see, we'll leave those that size. We'll cut these down. Let's see, do I just have a single one? Yeah, I have this one. So let's move this. I am going to move this. Need be, we'll come in and cut more of these. And I love to use those corners on the corners of my paper. Here's a corner one too. So let's grab one more corner. And what I want to do is, now that I have all my piles here of my different papers, I am going to come over here and I am going to cover this. Oh, I don't need my stamps right here, right now. I left them here so I can just have a collection of goodies out. So let me separate these. So I have that pile, and that pile right over here. I am using my Oohoo glue stick. Need be, I will come in with my art glitter glue because this never holds everything down. And yes, I'm just gluing right on top of this because this is going to be covered anyways. So what difference does it make if I get glue on it? That's how I view it. So I did a video, I just did a video where I made a different type of journal card. And I used stickers and lace and fibers and lots of stickers to kind of create those journal cards. I like to have a variety of different types, so we're going to be making a different type right now. So I've been saving up these political things that we get in the mail. They're thick. They're a nice thick paper. So in order to have this in the in between of all my papers, totally works for me. So I have my 4 corners done. Now let's come in and add some other type of book page. And I do like to overlap as I'm going. And I have said before, this is very meditative for me. I enjoy making these journaling cards, and in all honesty, I never have enough of these journaling cards when I go to put my journals together. So I need to make a bunch, and I will. That will not be a problem. Let's come in with this one. And you can come in and edge these with ink if you wanted. I don't. It's a little too tedious for me. I have a stencil here, so I'm going to be adding some stenciling. I'm going to be adding some rubber stamping. I have a whole collection of inks here too that I will be using. Let's see. And this is that coffee dyed paper that I then sprayed right over it. Let's see. You know what? Let's just fill in all the edges first. That's a corner one, but that's okay. This is another edge one. I might rip some more of the dictionary page. Get all of these done and stuck down. And I know, like, you can see through it a little bit. That's okay. We are going to be covering this a lot. Put that one there. You know, this paper just adds, I don't know, a bit of visual texture. Just kind of breaks up from all the book page. Okay. Do I have any edge pieces here? Nope, I don't. Let me... Here. Let's rip a piece of this. I'm going to put some here, and I'm going to put some here. I like that side better. this right here on the edge. I like this side better. So we'll put that on the edge. And then right here, oh, I have that edge piece right there. Yeah, let me do that one. Didn't even see that one. Okay. There. That's good. Now let me grab some of the dictionary page. And I'm going to come in and sort of fill in some spots. So I like, when I'm doing this, my book pages to just go in all different directions. It doesn't have to be all one way. See, I like that to show. Of course, it might later on, might later on get covered up by a, like a sticker or something, but that's okay. There. And like I said, I already covered the other side with just a plain piece of coffee dyed paper. Let's see. Let's grab this one. I think I'll put that there. And let's grab some of this one. Put that there. So that whole section is pretty done right now. Let's add that there. There. And then we can come in with this book page. See, I like the different, I don't know, textures. Textures, colors, patterns. It's kind of all going every which way, which I like. Here we go. There. So if you saw my last video on these, I just had a ball making them. I enjoy making these, and like I said, it's very meditative for me to be able to just sit down and get some of these made. Let's see here. All right, put that one there. And I don't care if I have the same thing butting against the same thing. That doesn't bother me. I am looking for, here we go. I want this type of piece. And I'm going to put that there. So that's looking pretty good. Let me just add a little bit of glue right there. There. That's looking pretty good to me. And a little bit of glue there. I just have this spot, and I'm debating if I'm going to do one of these. Yep, I am. Kind of like that one right there. Perfect. Okay, I think this is fully covered. I think. Yep, it looks fully covered to me. All right, let's move that over there. We are done. Oh, let me put the cover on it. We are done with these little bits. I will save these for another one of these. Now, I have a whole bunch of these kind of stickers. They are all different clocks, some writing. Cassie Rose is in here. She's stepping on my stickers and stuff. Okay, I know the general direction that I am going to have these go in. So I am going to put these all going in the same sort of configuration. So I'm going to start with some clocks. Come on. There we go. Ah, I had it. Felt like it separated. Yeah, it's separating. There we go. Come on, you. There we go. Okay, and I'm just going to randomly place these around. I don't always get them straight, but I am certainly doing my best. I'm going for more of a vintagey kind of feel. I did get these stickers on Temu, of course. If you tuned in the other day, you saw my large craft Temu sticker haul. These were part of that. And this one, we are going to put this one down here. And then I have these. Wondering if I want to add all of them. I don't know. Do I need all of them? Because I'm going to be adding more things. This is just like the first layer. You know what? I'm going to leave this the way it is. What I do want to do is I want to come in with my stencil. This is a stencil I bought a long time ago. I'm not sure if this was a Temu stencil or not. I'm going to be using Elements by Lavinia Stamps. I'm going to be using the Merlot. So I am going to ink up my brush. I already got it all over me. Of course. And then I tap it off in the lid. You know, some people like tap it off on their glass mat. If you tap it off in the lid, you can come back in and re-ink using that. So I'm just going to sort of randomly add some texture here with my stencil. Doesn't have to be everywhere. I don't want it everywhere. There. Let me get a little bit down here. Maybe a little bit more right there. Let's get some over here. And you can see I'm not re-inking the stencil brush. This is one of those brushes that I got years ago at the Dollar Tree. It is a makeup brush. I wouldn't even have any clue how to use it as a makeup brush. So that's what I have so far. Okay. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to cut this up. Once I cut this up, then I'm going to stamp it. So I'm going to stamp it after I cut it. Let me put this away. My measurements that I had before were I cut 3-inch wide pieces. So let's get that part started. And then I cut them in half afterwards. And the end one isn't 3 inches, but that's okay. And I know some people turn it over, but I have a really specific measurement that I'm doing. It doesn't matter. I pretty much know what it's going to look like. And then I do 4 1/4, and that cuts it in half. So 3 by 4 1/4. This piece that's left over, let me give you the measurement on that. It's 2 inches. Still going to cut it at 4 1/4. That's going to need a little bit of glue to tack it down, but I'll do that when I get there. 4 1/4. I did not round the corners on my last batch. I want to round the corners on this batch. So what I want to do is I want to come in and see, like right here, if there's any corners that need to be trimmed up. And that's fine. I'm going to give that just a hair of a trim right there. Is that even? Oh, no, it needs to be trimmed. That's why. There. That one's good. This one needs to be trimmed. You know, just because some of the papers went a little over the edge. And some of these need to be glued down. So I am going to come in and I'm going to do that right now. Let me get rid of these little bits. I normally can't stand all these little bits on my table. The glue stick, I have said many times, is not 100%. I don't expect it to be. I'm just kind of tacking the paper down is sort of my goal. There we go. Yeah, it didn't really hold this paper down at all, but that's okay. That's why I'm coming here and I'm adding just a little bit of art glitter glue. There. And then when I'm done this, I'm going to round the corners. Want this to dry just a tinge before I come in and do my corner rounding with my corner rounder punch. A very good tool. If you do not have one of those, I highly recommend one. It's kind of one of those necessity kind of tools if you're going to be doing this type of paper crafting. Get these tacked down. The rest of it's pretty good. Some of it's not too bad at all. And some I'll probably find that I need to come back later and tack even more down, and that's fine. Not a problem. Okay, let me just put that over there. I'm going to start from the bottom of the pile, and we are going to start rounding these corners. And I like to use the largest one. And I like to do it upside down because then I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to empty that right here into my garbage. And I might need, oh, that didn't punch. Why is that not punching? I'll come in and trim that later. All right. I think we'll just make a pile here and we'll throw the pile away. So I have a lot more stickers here, all different varieties that I want to add to this. And most of these, no, I think actually all of these I got in that last Temu haul that I did that video on. So that was a pretty good haul, actually. Sticker. It was mostly stickers. It was a pretty good sticker haul. And I want to make sure I use the stickers. There was a couple things I didn't show in that Temu haul. Like, I did get a pair of shoes. And I don't know why I didn't say I got a pair of shoes. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I forgot to say it. And in all honesty, I was wearing them. I was wearing them during the video. They're marketed as boots. Don't ask me on what world these are boots. But they're fuzzy on the inside. So they're kind of like a slipper. And they sell them small enough for my feet. I have teeny, teeny, tiny feet. I have kid-sized feet. And it is so hard to get decent shoes to actually fit me. I probably am one of the few females who hates to buy shoes with a passion. I despise buying shoes. I do not have fun when I go to buy shoes. I typically have to wear very expensive shoes because of some health issues. And it is very, very, very hard for me to find halfway decent shoes. It's just not fun. I'd rather spend my money on craft things. Okay, let's just take a quick peek so far of what we have. Not in any particular direction. Okay, that's what we have so far. Now, I want to come in with my stamps. I got this set of stamps on Temu. No clue anything about it. Let's do this. And then I have some ink here that I did get from Temu as well. It's the Alana Crafts, which is also called Alana Cuddle. I've seen it called both things. She creates her own line of products and she sells them on Temu and Wish, and I have seen them on Amazon as well. So I, for some reason, got 2 browns. And I think these are the ones that I want to use. So let me start layering these. So I just opened these. I just took the packaging off these. Those are pretty. I haven't used this ink yet. So I'm just going to come in and randomly stamp. It does look like it's taking a while for this ink to dry. Whoops. These don't look like it's... Yeah, oh yeah, that's wet. I don't have my heat gun set up right now. My son borrowed it a while ago. I got it back, but I never plugged it back in and all that stuff. He did not borrow it for art projects. He borrowed it because he does some electronic repairs and things like that. And it was recommended to remove a part using a heat gun for this thing that he was fixing. And he's like, hey, do you have a heat gun? I'm like, oh, do I have a heat gun? I am happy to share. So, thought that was kind of funny. You know what? Let's do the purple last, since I already have purple in here. Let's do this green. I think, if I recall correctly, these ink pads were $5, I think. 5, maybe 6. I have seen sales on them, and I did get some with sales. And of course, I have said before on Temu, I use a lot of coupons. I get a lot of coupons sent my way, and I get credit for everything I purchase. So I am typically getting a few dollars off every one of my orders. So it's kind of like getting an ink pad for free. Okay, there's that. Let's give that a wipe. So it says it's acid-free ink. I mean, it looks like it's dye-based ink, but it's almost acting like it's pigment. Okay, let's see. Water reactive and pigment ink fusion that creates an oxidized effect when sprayed with water. Okay, so it's like Tim Holtz's oxides. O2 ink pad. Okay. So I was going to say, it almost has a smidge of a texture to it. But I am not going to emboss it. It will dry. And I want to use this one. I haven't used these stamps yet, and I haven't used these ink pads yet, so perfect. I'm liking the colors. They're working for me. I like color in the things I make. Even though I'm doing sort of vintage style things, I like color. I like a lot of color. All right, I think stamp-wise, we are going to end here. I don't think I'm going to add the purple because I have purple in there already from the stenciling. Okay, those are pretty cool inks. Now, obviously, I'm not spraying them, so I'm not testing the water reactive abilities. We will do that in another project. So I'm done with the stamps. Let me put this away. Okay, Cassie's in here. She's chiming in. The next stamps I have, stickers. The next stickers that I have are this package. I have this package, and I have this package of numbers. This roll of keys. So if you tuned into my video, you know. So these are all like burnt edge stickers. There's 2 of each. One here. And they're flowers and butterflies. Yeah, flowers and butterflies. All right, so we're just gonna go through and layer these on here. Yes, I am covering up some of the stamping, but look, these are washi stickers. I'm not sure I realized that these were washi. So the stamping and the inking is showing through, which I kind of like. So I don't want to use the same ones twice, and I do want to make sure I have the clock going the right way. The writing is going all different directions, and I don't care about that. It's the clock that I care about. Yeah. Those are pretty. So there is some littler ones in here. Oh, over here. There's some butterflies. Yeah, let's do a butterfly. Actually, I like the butterflies. I wish there was more. I think there's only 2 butterflies. Yeah, those are pretty. Let's see, the clock. Oh, the clock goes that way. Let's do this daisy. There. And these are kind of collaged on their own as well. Is that too big? I think we'll do this one. There. That's another small one. So we'll take that other one. Yep, the clock's going the right way. And we'll put that one up there. And this one. Those are pretty stickers. And we have a lot more stickers to go. I have a garbage barrel to my left. So I can just take the backing off and stick it right in the bag. There. Okay, we are done with these, so we can get these out of the way. So on Temu, these, let me close this up so I can show you the front. That's what these look like. It's called brown butterfly. Okay, those are nice. Next thing I want to do is, this is Century Clippings, 60 pieces. So let's add some labels, numbers, there's some tickets in here, all of that fun stuff. They're pretty. Okay. These are a little thicker. Just want to make sure I have it going in the right direction. There, I like that. Kind of like this. We'll put that there. So the back of these, I'm going to add some journaling lines. So these are going to be active for hidden journaling. See, I like that one. Now, I'm not edging anything in my ink. I am going to come in and do the edge of the whole piece with some ink, but I'm not edging each of the stickers. Oh, that's kind of pretty. I mean, you could if you wanted to. It takes a long time. There. Let's see if there's one that I haven't used. Oh, I didn't use that one. There. We'll use that one. I'm not even reading half of these, but I see this one says vanilla chocolates. Okay. In the pink wrapper. That's cute. Okay, last one. It's a train ticket. Yeah. Okay. Those are done. Let's put these back. And then I have two types of stickers left. I have some that are die cuts that are very vintage that are stickers. And then I have these. And I think, you know what? I'm only going to use these. So let's do some keys on these. There. And this one. These are pretty. This is a whole roll. And there's some little locks here too. I'm going to add a little lock right there. I don't know. This lock here is where the initial sticker was that held everything down. We'll put that there. Okay. There's this little loop thing. I don't know. I'll find something to use that on. Oh, this one has a little tag on it. Oh, okay. Let me put that one. Oh, it's a hotel key. Oh, that's cute. Put that one there. I'm just kind of grabbing these and putting them down. I'm trying not to put too much thought into it. I want it to be, I don't know, sort of very random. I would like a smaller key here. Even though I want it very random, I don't want it overpowering. These two are my smaller ones. Actually, I like this key. It's not a little key, but I like it. And then I have this little thing right here. This little loop thing. Let's put that right there. Okay. Little label thing. A bigger key. Let's do the key going this way. There. Here's another one of these labels, if I can get it off the paper. There we go. Put that right there. I have another one of these little loopy things. I just want to use all of them up because I am going to come and trim this. And then, yep, I've used all of those. Let's take this key. And we'll put that there. Okay. We are done with this. Now, if I wanted to keep this and use it for windows, oh, it probably won't work for windows because you can see the key. Oh, no, I can. Look. There was like this plastic piece. Oh, yeah, look. I could use that. I'll put it over there. I put things in my little bag barrel. And I do tend to take things out of that little bag barrel when I need it. Okay, I want to do the edges in brown. And I have been using my Lavinia Stamps Elements Truffle as my brown edging. Now, I've had to re-glue this handle on this numerous times. I am only going to do the front. You could do the backs as well. There. These are a little more, I don't know, simpler, I guess, than some of the ones I did in my last video. I added a lot of like fiber flowers and lace. I don't think I'm going to do that on these. I do like this brown edging though. Kind of makes it pop. Gives it a little bit more of a vintage feel. Okay. I'm liking these. And I'm going to show you on one or two how I do the lines on the back. I'm not going to show you on all of them because you don't need to sit and watch me do all of them. You probably don't need to sit and watch me do all the edging on all of these either, but I am nearly done at this point. Did I get those thin ones? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. loving these. I mean, I have a whole bunch of like fibers and ribbony things. Do we want to edge it in that? No, I don't think I do. But you know what I do want to do is I want to do some of this bling. That I want to do. All right, I am going to do all different configurations of this. I got this quite a while ago at Hobby Lobby. It's that one. $4.99. I only buy these when they're on that sale. What is it? 40% off, 50% off, something like that. You know, I need to save my money so I can buy more art supplies. When Hobby Lobby has sales on their, like ribbon, for instance, it's a good sale, I have to say. So let's get this to work. I did not put the pin in it. Oh, there we go. And this is art glitter glue, and that will hold. There. But before I go and do all of these, let me show you how I do the lines on the back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I use this stencil all the time. I got it on Amazon quite a long time ago. You get two. This is, I believe, the collage ruled one. And I always add lines to the back of my journaling cards so people know, journal here. It's easier to do this when they're flat, without the bling on the front. See? Super simple. And I just kind of eyeball it, line it up. And I mean, this goes quick, but I like it. It's effective. I think it gives it a layer of a finished touch. There. I'm only going to do those two. You know how to do that. I'll come in and do that later on. And I love using this pen. I got a whole bunch of these on Temu. It's kind of like a cross between a ballpoint and a felt tip. I really don't know how to describe it, but it is a wonderful pen. And let's just come in and add some bling. Squish the glue around. There's that one. And I will be putting these in some like library pockets and different things like that. And even with the bling on it, it's still going to fit. Yeah, these are cute. Very different style from the last batch that I made, but I want them to be a very different style. I don't want all of them to be copies of the same. You know, when I'm making a journal, I like there to be, I don't know, a variety within my journals. I want you to look at things and be like, oh, look at that. That's different. Good different, I hope. And this art glitter glue will hold this really nicely. I do sort of wiggle it up and down a little bit. And that, I don't know, spreads the glue a little bit more. And look at that. I cut the exact right amount again. Nice. And last one, let's do this one right here. You could put glue on the back of the black bling if you wanted. This is just how I do it. By wiggling it up and down, that spreads the glue. There. So we got these done. Where's the one with my journaling on it? So this one. That one has journaling on it. So that's a completed one. I think these are cute. They're going to be tucked in. I can come in. Oh, you know what I didn't add was the topper. Where did I put those? Oh, here they are. That's what I wanted. I wanted these toppers on the top. And these are all advertising, like grocery store ads. It's just like grocery store advertisement newsprint. And then that gives it just a little added something at the top. You can come in and edge it with ink if you wanted. I don't feel like I need to right now. I may come in and add a little bit of bling. Some rhinestones or something to the top. Not necessary. I just, I wanted a little bit of something. If we're using junk journals, or, we're using the term junk journal, let's use up stuff. And I had these papers that I was just going to be throwing away. So instead of throwing it away, let's put it to practical good use. I was just sitting there watching TV and I'm like, let me cut some of these up and I can create a whole bunch for my journals, which is precisely what I did. Some of these I'm introducing a new color to all of this, and that's okay too. But it's a whole bunch of recycling, which I like. Oh, you know what? Let's use the other side of this one. I like these colors better. And this tab punch I got off of Temu as well. It's one that you have to fold in half to punch it. There. Nearing the end. I like the colors in this one. Ooh, and I like the colors in that one. Some you can see words, some you can't see words. But look around and see what papers you have available for you. It's colorful paper. And yeah, some of the words are going upside down, all over the place. I don't care. I'm going for the color and the texture. This one has a price on it. That's okay with me. It's numbers. There. So there's our fun project for the day. Using up a whole bunch of papers that we have in the house. Things that normally would have gotten thrown away. Like the political advertising. Like the grocery advertisements. And I've made some really cute journaling cards with them. These are going to be practical within my journal because I like people to know I have space for you to actually journal. That's what my journals are for. They are for actually people to journal in. So thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and be free.